They don't think my God that big for real. Hey, check me out, look at what he did for real. Yeah, he turned my mess into a message, man. Hey, hold that thought, let me count my blessings, man. Yeah, you're going through pain, you're going through struggle, there's something you just can't avoid. You're being refined, believing it's time, and then try to cancel the noise. He said he gonna do it, you know he gonna do it, and plus he done did it before. I'm ready to climb, if God is divine, I guess I'm curious, George. I go invest in the Lord. You rather put your whole life in the lottery. I can't be concerned with tomorrow. A good reason why I don't study astrology. And God is first, no matter what's popping. It's just how it is chronologically. And I pray for wisdom. I know how you move. I didn't have to study psychology. Carefully made for real. No, we can't be no slave for real.
All right. Check it out, y'all. I got old Mandika Malley in the house today. I named this show Mandika Speaks, right? But he has a new title that he has, and I think it has something to do with the conscious community and hip hop or something like that. Mandika Malley, get up here and let these people know what to do, my brother. I don't know what happened. Let me call him. He done fell off the show.
Hey, kick me off.
Just come back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here I come.
Yeah.
I tried to come back. Hold up.
Yeah. All right. We got Mandika Malley about to come back in. He fell off. He said that the StreamYard kicked him off, so we're going to see what we got going on today. I think we got an interesting show. I believe he's going to be talking about the conscious community and consciousness, and he's going to talk about the state of hip hop, and so that is something that needs to be talked about and addressed today. I don't know what's going on, but I think he's having problems coming in on the show. I know what probably happened. Let me try. I'm going to try to call. Let me see if we can figure out why he got kicked off the show.
Use has been restricted.
So I guess you can't use that one. We can play.
Hold up, Terry.
If you
can jump on from
if you can't get on, I got my phone on, and it's still your voice is still the same, and you can just still conduct the show.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna jump on from the phone as long as you can share.
Yeah, and I can. The
first one is Crazy Bone exposed to private prisons. And, I need you, show that, but I wanted to, stop and talk about certain areas.
You're probably going to have to watch it on on another device too, where you can see what you're doing.
I'm gonna click here and see if I can come on. Here we go.
Let's get into this wild mess that's the whole internet music. Nicki Minaj just might have taken another shot at Beyonce, but this time she did not hold back.
Okay, hold up, Jeff. I'm gonna jump on from the StreamYard from my phone.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. You in?
All right, brother. Let's try this over. Um,
Oh yeah, we already played the video, the introduction video of the brother.
okay. Yeah. I kind of wanted to go over some information
Did you want to play it
about.
again, or was your
Nah, you good?
presentation?
You good? I can barely hear you though. So let me see what's going on. Maybe. So you say something?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, a little better. Uh, yeah, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mandinka Miley, aka JJ 7000, the People's Champ, and I've been just kind of disappointed what's been going on in our community. When you look at some of these top so-called the top leading platforms that a lot of us watch, you know, they're doing a bunch of foolery and nonsense. So I've been doing a series, Terry, called "The State of the Conscious Community," uh,
Yeah.
examining different things that affect the Black community. Um, I did one on post-traumatic syndrome. I did one on. Hold on for a second.
Post traumatic slave syndrome. Yeah, that one ought to have been good. With old Joyce DeGroy, Dr. Joyce DeGroy.
Oh, sorry, I lost connection. Um, where was I at? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thrown off a little bit because I'm used to the music introduction, then I jump on, so this is a little different. We just pop out, pop there, then I'm
Yeah,
trying to multitask,
yeah, we did
and
the
it
music.
threw me off. All right,
You could
so
you could have played
where
the
was
music.
that?
You can play the music again if you want to.
Yeah.
If you need to get the
Yeah,
trigger.
so I mean, I'm looking at all these platforms, and I'm just noticing all they're doing is really just leading our people astray. Because for some reason they think that their audience just stays in their chat, and that's not true. Because what they're doing, the person that you're talking about, they're gonna go to their platform to listen to what the hell you say, and then you idiots get mad because they over there listening to the beef that y'all created, the vicious cycle that y'all created. See, this is the state of the conscious community, and it's something need to change. So we need to focus on, they have $14 trillion set aside. They're trying to set aside for us, but why ain't we talking about that?
Wow,
We
that's a
we
lot of
still
money.
That's a lot of money. And you know what the distraction is? Just ABOs and this foundational Black American FBA, FDA, whatever they call it, because all it's doing is keeping these two groups arguing. Instead, I'm like, well, damn, if y'all ain't working with these people that these congressmen right here in these different states, then y'all just a distraction, just like anything else. So what we have to realize is that in each group that we have, whether it's Hebrew Israelites, whether it's Christian, Muslim, Black woman, God, Kemet, Nubian, Moors, whatever it is, there's somebody that's planted on in these groups to keep confusion up, and so we would never, come together. What you
Yeah.
what you think about that, Yash?
Oh well, I see it. That's what it appears to. Now that you painted the
You
picture,
know.
I can see it.
Yeah. So what we have to do, even the music, our music is even influenced by the enemy. Whether you think, oh, when my favorite rapper is writing his own lyrics, there's certain lyrics that they want to push. There's certain lyrics that they push out. The rappers might even be better than these people that they putting in the front. There's a demonic message in the music since NWA came up. The gangster
You
rap.
know,
They
I
push
was
out the De La Souls and the poor righteous teachers, the public enemies. They pushed them out, and
you
then
know
what they
we
did, they had a secret meeting telling them this is what we're gonna do because we have these plans of these private prisons. These private prisons, and a lot of the people that's running the private prisons are also invested in the music industry. So
yeah.
what more? They get more money when they keep these prisons full. So the plot and the schemes they came up with, let's put violence. sex, drug, murder, deception in the music.
You know who I blame for that? Number one, I have to give it. I have to, and this is the
Hey, bro,
very.
hey, Yasha, you real low. I don't know if the audience can hear you low. You might want to speak up just a little bit. I think you're low, but I can put it on the TV to find out if you're low or not. But just talk up a little bit because you sound like you're gonna say something pretty good.
Yeah, one of the corporates of this, who's responsible for this, is old Sean Carter, old Jigga Man. You know, Jay-Z is very responsible for this. You know, when they made Jay-Z the head of Def Jam, Jay-Z took all of the good rappers, all of the very skilled and talented rappers, your Redmans, your Method Mans, your LL Cool J's, you know, all of those good rappers that was really, really pioneers of hip hop. He took all of those rappers and shelved those rappers. He put all of them rappers on the shelf. He stopped promoting them. He stopped putting out their albums. And what began to happen, he began to start signing your Young Jeezys, your Gucci Mans, and I don't think he signed Gucci Man, but your Young Jeezys, your Yo Gotti's, he started really, 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 really promoting the gangster rap, not even the gangster rap, the drill rap. He went around America taking real rappers, guys who had the natural talent and the pioneers of hip hop, and he shelved all of those guys and opened up the door for all of these gangsters. He went all around America looking for gang leaders and people that were in these gangs, and he started signing drug dealers and real gangsters to hip hop labels, and he shelved the real artists, and that opened up the door for this drill music and stuff that we see. And he shelved. Yep. You there?
Yeah. A lot of that is by design.
Yeah.
Because they have certain ones that's working something behind the scenes for them to be relevant. They
Think
like
about
Pied
this.
Pipers.
Think about
You
this.
know what I mean?
This
And
too
you
much.
have the Gucci Mans, the who else out there that's promoting this type of stuff that's relevant today.
Here go.
You
Here
know
goes
what I'm
something else.
saying?
Here goes
I
something else.
don't know, but
Here goes something else Jay-Z did to that ties up with what you're saying. Look at his son, the guy that he has that's his son, that the guy that said that Jay-Z is his son, the Jay-Z is saying that is trying to avoid it. This guy, Jay-Z had somebody plant a gun in his car and called the police so this guy could catch a case and go to jail. He has connections with the jail system. Look at that guy. What's that guy? That guy, Tory Lanez. Tory
yeah.
Lanez is a very example of how the hip hop industry and the prison system is connected. Tory Lanez single-handedly, Jay-Z single-handedly is responsible for the reason why Tory Lanez is in prison right now because of his connections with the prison system.
What would be his motive behind that?
I haven't been following the story that much
Yeah.
like that to know because I really don't care like that. But yeah, that's really really out here on social media. Look it up. Look it up.
I'm thinking that he's protecting his vested interest, and his vested interest is that Meg Thee Stallion is signed with Nation.
Yeah. It has something to do with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it has
then
something to do with Meg.
The crazy part about it, Yasha, is that there's a witness that came out and said, no, he didn't do it. So why is he still locked up?
Yeah.
Why is he trying to take his life?
Yeah.
And some other stuff because there's a lot that goes on behind the closed doors. When you signing a contract with these people, and they have taken the essence and the just being the organic the organic know, fruit out of the music. And they said, "Oh, this is the agenda. You guys can start wearing dresses. You're gonna promote drugs. You're gonna call your women black holes and bitches. Uh, you're gonna keep yourself divided by saying you're gonna kill each other." Snoop Dogg just did a video with Sexy Red. And he talking about he gonna wet people up. You a grandfather and you got goddamn on kids. But the reason why Snoop Dogg signed a contract for life, he has to do this shit. Murder was the case that he gave. He showed you the ritual in the video.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
he did.
Yes.
And his rap career is still going on. When he said, "How long will I live forever?" And that's what that's about right there. You see? Talk about his rap career.
Yeah.
He throwing people under the bus. They said he had something to do with Pop. They turn on each other, and that's the goal. That's the
Think
plan.
about it. They
They
know
ain't not gonna let boisterous people join together in forces. They're gonna keep them the Master P's and the
they have found him and Puff Daddy
yeah
guilty and responsible for murders. You know what I'm saying? And they have refused. They would rather bring these guys to court on everything except for stuff that's going to get these guys out of here. They have been connected. Both of those guys have been connected to the death of Tupac. Jay-Z said, "I don't respect y'all. Y'all respect the guy that shot. I respect the shooter." Well, the shooter was orchestrated by Puff Daddy, and you've showed us all of the respect that you have for Puff Daddy and his money through all the way up until his demise. You know, him and
So
Puff
y'all
Daddy ran all the way together, like a hand in a glove, all the way up until Puffy went to jail. Then he turned his back on them. You see, these guys is responsible for murders, and they have literally gotten away with murders because of their connections with that Illuminati and that prison system.
yep.
Both
Uh,
of the men have baby mothers that are unalived, and they are responsible for it allegedly.
yeah. So uh, yeah, there's a lot of connection between the prison and the rap uh, industry. And so we're gonna segue into this video, Terry, if you can. The one I sent you with Busy Bone, telling what the secret meeting that they had behind closed doors, the agenda. They made them sign these no release forms where you couldn't speak on it. Now, 20 years later, he's speaking about what really happened with rap. Why were certain groups just extradited and excommunicated out of the community? And why?
Is this one that says "Hear me" on it?
No, no, keep going. No, it says Busy Bone. Just keep
There's
going.
one here that says YouTube something. It doesn't. I can
Yeah,
click
keep
on it and
going.
see.
Just keep going. Cause yeah, I sent it to you. It's in your it said Busy Bones here. It says Busy Bones speaks about, you know, the plan.
No, this is the one with Layla Ali on Scheherazade Ali.
All right, okay, well yeah, I want to show that one too. I mean, but that ain't be a segue.
Okay.
Okay. You just gotta keep going. But yeah, so I mean the music really influences you, you know. Uh, you can tell. I mean, just
You way up
if,
there. We way past. We, we way past this. I didn't see it. You up
okay,
here?
brother.
I'm up here past when you telling me Doug is your cousin or something. That's months ago.
You gotta go back to the last stuff I sent you in your messenger. Let me jump off of it.
This it right here.
Okay, hold on. Let me send it to you.
You
Hold
just
on.
got to send it again.
Yeah, I'll send it again. Hold up.
You might have sent it to my phone. Okay, what the volume at here? I mean, I'm looking on. I'm not seeing it. It's like frozen. I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna go and end this show then. I'm just going because it ain't doing nothing. We sitting up there talking and having a whole dialogue, and it ain't even recording. It's crazy because it's playing everything playing on my end. If I wouldn't, I just looked. I just looked on my phone, just trying to see how everything looked, and the motherfucker ain't even playing. What do you think that? What do you think that? See, this is what we need. Is it playing at all? Yeah, I just ended the show, so I have to go. I got to come out of StreamYard and go into YouTube and all of that. again when you left.
I'm back on.
But we still going. So
you hear me? I'm back on.
Yeah.
I'm back on the screen.
Yeah,
you back?
Yeah, just start off where you left off.
All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had technical difficulties. But yeah, we're basically talking about the state of the conscious community and how I was a part of it. As far as just doing debates, going back and forth, and at the end of the day, it was causing it wasn't really bringing people together. But okay, yeah, I agree to disagree, but so let's talk about what we agree on. And build off that. It never came to nothing like that. It always came, hey, your mama, blah, 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 nigga, where your location and all that type of stuff. So, and now if you go back and look at it right now, look what's going on. Pay attention to what.
When you talk about this community, one guy that is a lot of people would like to attribute as the head or the father of it is Sinetta. But the very last conversation that I've had with Sinetta, no, it was 2 conversations ago, because the last time I was on the show is when I accepted the challenge. And the time before that, he was going in on Solar Man. And I was telling him, man, we was talking about the state of the conscious community. And Sinetta said that there is no more conscious community. The conscious community is dead. So when you go to his show, he, as the father of consciousness, so allegedly, is saying that the conscious community is dead. So when you go over there with consciousness in your heart and consciousness in your mind, trust you me, it is not in Sinetta's. Sinetta had taken that show down, but he was on that show, pretty much bashing the conscious community, saying how, that hey, he don't want nothing to do with it. How and I feel him, but I feel him because I'm like, I'm not gonna put my life on the line for a bunch of niggas that has resorted to what they have resorted to. But at the same time, I'm saying that the consciousness is in my heart. It's just the people that I'm fighting for. Consciousness ain't in their heart, nor is it inside others. So, I mean, this is the fight that you're fighting up against.
Yeah. I mean, you cannot just say there's no consciousness. No, I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
If you call yourself the godfather of consciousness, you cannot just say there's no more conscious community. Well, this was something that you coined, your HOK. That if you're saying that, then you're discrediting your own platform, because you calling yourself the godfather. I mean, you're responsible. This is why I'm here. This is why Yasha here. We need to get back to really talking about stuff that's really, has some substance to it, not just all this. Well, such and such said that you told him the other day,
Hey,
5 years ago to this date, that
your
mother,
sound,
cousin, sister told us all of this. No.
Your sound kind of muffled.
Okay, yeah. Let me. Is it better?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you.
Much,
yeah. My hand was on the speaker. My fault, because I'm holding this tablet. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you, bro, don't try to jump out when it's sinking. When you was at the bottom, when you was the one who's putting the holes in it, by the food that you're bringing to the people, spoiled, rotten eggs and milk.
Oh my God!
With some goddamn old cabbage in there and hot dog juice.
Oh my Lord!
That hot dog juice is horrible. Yeah. That's what you bring in us, sir. And they following your lead. The Chris Harrisons, the SVDLs and the Queen's Thrones and then the Pies and the Judah Nazareth, all these, and the Neo-S, all this is a clown show. So you're right, the conscious community is dead. Thank you for acknowledging it. Now what are you going to do about it? Because you can't keep calling yourself the Godfather. So I stepped back. I said, "Here's your hyper consciousness GOAT title." Because if you want me to be the greatest of all time, then you gotta model the show after the greatest of all time, and we talk about stuff like when we came on with the eugenics and things of that nature. You know, not just versus, Abos versus Africans, Muslims versus Christians, Hebrews versus goddamn Moors crap. Because after all these years, the proof is in the pudding. The scientific evaluation or the study of this has failed.
Now, you know what would have been good if you would have had Moors against the Moors, Israelites against the Israelites. That way you will be able to see the iron sharpen iron. But that's in the sense of debate. With the way he done it, he put these crews against these crews, and it almost kind of started a war in such a sense.
Yeah, and even when the Israelites because it cycles. Sometimes the Israelites will fall back for a while. Then guess what? Then all of them start going against each other. The Unks against the Garfields against the Sanettas, and Nepals against the Queen Thrones, and all this this non-productive energy.
Yeah, and it doesn't, and it's less than professional. You know, these guys really want to fight and hate each other. I'm talking about they argue. They don't argue from a place of love and intellect. They argue from a place of hate and disrespect.
Wow. Yeah. And so I stepped back. I said, man, here you go, bro. I can't deal with this no more, especially when you calling me, yeah, we're going to clean some of this nastiness up out of the community. We going in on Solar File. So then we going on him, and then you got another person that need to be addressed, but he's okay. He said sorry. Nah, bro, that ain't how it worked. How he's sorry and he's steady doing it.
Well,
make that make sense.
Sai has systematically destroyed the entire conscious community, and it's like all of those that they have come up under him. He's trying to destroy those channels as well. You know, Garfield is not gonna let him destroy his channel. Garfield has built him a nice little stable over there, and he's not gonna let him destroy his channel. But he single-handedly destroyed Solar Man's whole hookup. That whole thing is gone now.
No.
Was it being destroyed? Probably so, but he destroyed it.
He didn't single-handedly destroy it. You know what I'm saying? He made more awareness to it, but the dude destroyed his own shit.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a guardian of your platform, you ain't supposed to be out there doing no craziness like that. Eventually it's gonna come out.
Yeah. You know, I mean, always the corporate is the subject is always responsible. You know what I'm saying? In your life, you're always responsible. No, I don't even care if somebody set you up. You're responsible because you should have been intelligent enough to see through the riffraff. You know, every setup or every mishap, if you walked out that door and somebody robbed you, you know what I'm saying? I believe that you are responsible for your whole life. I don't believe other people are responsible for you. You know, maybe you stepped out the door at the wrong time. Wrong time, wrong day. You know what I'm saying? But you stepped out that door.
So let's see if you can get into. So the reason why we say that is to say this. Hold up, y'all. Let me just say this. So if you go on Lions Den, if you go on DJ Genesis, and even on Yasha channel right now, this is what we're doing. We want to bring more conscious topics to the community. You know, so to make something to make us galvanize together, and not keep us separated, because that's the plan. To me, I told them to their face, all y'all working together. Chris Harris, Sarnetta, Queen Strong, Judah Nazareth, and the rest of these idiots out here. SVDL, remember, they were going on a slandering spree about the Lions Den before this even happened. See, he fell on his own sword. He tried to go to war with us. And see what happened? Right after I let them talk for 3 or 4 days, right after I clapped back, the video was sent to me. I'm like, damn, right after I got off my live. Yep. You see? And all I was doing is trying to, okay. Let me check out your little
what a tingly web we weave when we practice to deceive.
Mm-hmm. That war ended quickly. But the crazy part, Sarnetta was like, yeah, man, I don't like what they were doing and all that I was doing to you over there. Like, hey, but we finna go to war with them tonight. I'm like, okay, bet. So I get on there. I'm ready to go to war. You put me in the back because of Taz. You got Nepal taking over the whole thing. She bringing them in like she amalgamating these guys with them because they bowing down and kissing her goddamn pinky toes.
Yeah, he'll do something. He'll do something foul to them, and and then they'll turn around and bow down and shit. You do something foul to me, we'll never be friends, bro. I don't know. Like that shit they did. I didn't take that as necessarily bad. That's just Judah ass on some whole ass shit. But he got one time to disrespect me and play with me over there. I'd never go over there again. I don't go over there anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I was getting ready to say that part because now people all over the internet right now looking at you crazy, Godfather, because you got this clown up here and they ain't too happy with him threatening to kill kids and women and anybody else, men, women, and children. They're not happy with that. People making clips of that. But see, that's your brand now. Then you got Nepal running around here doing the same thing. She don't care about no. I mean, she don't care about nobody.
See, these guys sell
or you.
Soul. These guys sell their soul to get on Sarnetta's show. They know me personally because I know the history of the people that has been on there. Like I've told you before, man, I'm on the thing, man, to where I'm not trying to be on the panel with certain motherfuckers. And when I go on his show, you know what I'm saying? That puts me in a position where I would have to be on the panel with a Judah Nash or somebody that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that I don't want to be seen with. Because the truth of the matter is that whether I like it or not, when you on the show with these people, whether you agree with them, whether you fighting with them, people associate you with these people, bro.
Yeah, but the same ones pointing the fingers will pop up on there. And once you pop up on there, you just as guilty as anybody else that you're trying to accuse. And I'm saying example for Queen Strong.
Yeah. They all doing that. They throw the rock.
How are you gonna talk about me being over there? I'm trying to get at my. She said, "Well, I was trying to get at my ops." Well, don't you think that's the reason why I'm over there? Whether it's about my ops or information, or whether it's the ops is running their fucking mouth lying. Excuse my language. First cuss word of the show. Yeah. So I don't give a damn. You didn't been on there for 8 years. You popped up over there, so you already broke your own rule. It is what it is. That's why I know they all working together. Because if y'all can't, if Queen Throne, you supposed to be talking about children and all that. You haven't done that. You found a little niche of letting this dude live in your head rent free every day. Neo X, same thing. You dedicated a whole channel after you found out his name.
That's crazy.
That's what you did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of these people had no substance to begin with. I mean, he put Neo X up there, but I mean, what substance did she bring to the conscious community?
Nothing.
I mean, what did she bring? What did she bring other than homosexuality or some crazy shit like that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, and the reason why I say that because that's the only thing that they was able to use against her when they kicked her out off his channel. All he talked about was her being gay and this and that because that was the only impact that she had on them. She wasn't religious. She wasn't scientific. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't historical.
Right.
What substance did she have that you felt like you needed to thrust her in front of your camera? She didn't have none. So when you took her down, nigga, you hurt her feelings, and now, you shattered her dreams, and now she's coming for you. Dreams.
That's the same way with Chris Harris.
Yeah. You made and then you broke them. I'm not gonna feel that kind of way because you didn't make me. I am the same guy that I was. I'm making the same amount of money I was. My video channel actually has gotten smaller since I've been on your channel. So I mean, fucking around with the HOK is no great benefit to me. It's nothing lucrative. It's nothing beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Only benefit I get out of it is sometimes maybe I get to hear another intellectual person other than me, and they get beat up and silenced and toyed with. So I mean, at the end
Yeah.
of the day, the shit is non-productive.
In the beginning,
And
when I've been over there.
I don't respect how he lied to me to my face and sat up there and told me that he would
8
never have
o'clock.
agreed to a debate at 8 o'clock. Brother, you did agree to that, brother. But
I
I'm not
believe it.
going back and forth. You ain't gotta believe it. It was recorded on tape. And then
I believe
he
you
took the shit
because
down.
it's a pattern.
Yeah,
Anytime he worked with Judah Nazareth, Judah Nazareth is not a real debater. He gonna have to get people to act like it was some kind of default. Nah, that nigga's a joke. You got him. That's another one you got in front of your whole. This the same guy that wanted pictures of your daughter, sir. Are you serious? Now you got people. And that video clip you made earlier, that dude was
yeah,
pissed off.
yeah. Man, that dude, see, like I was trying to tell people, man, Judah Nash can't go nowhere. Toy Knight can't nobody in their squad go nowhere. I think that little Mexican dude that run with them can slide around to a couple places. But it ain't too many places on social media that Judah Nash can go. Judah Nash don't understand, and what he understand, that's why you don't see him nowhere. He can't go nowhere. People don't fuck with Judah Nash, bro. And there's people out here that want to put a bullet in him.
You already know it. That's what I'm telling them, man. He just
There's
slow.
people out here that's vowed that if they see that man, they gonna kill that man. You know?
That's what I'm saying. He made so many enemies, you don't even know where the bullet gonna come from.
Yeah, the thing, and you know, he got these little flunkies of his who live over here in the States. They don't know, man, that somebody snatch y'all ass up. Y'all talking, y'all over there siding with this man, and y'all empowering this man who's just preaching sexual deviancy in the name of God.
Yeah, they start trolling somebody whose family was connected to the cartel. I told her, I said, y'all can fuck with me, but I'm telling you, y'all need to leave that person alone. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all all in the inbox, everything, lying just to get at me. You niggas, hey, that's what I'm saying. Y'all do too much.
Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Judah Nash because he over there hiding like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He over there throwing shit from a million miles away. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. But his little flunkies over here, man, that can put themselves vulnerable. You talking about promoting sex with a kid, man? You know what I'm saying? People not playing that shit, bro.
Right. I mean,
And I keep telling y'all, man, but y'all ain't gotta listen to me. I done warned y'all about all of these niggas, and they all have fallen. Even Sonetta is falling. You know what I'm saying? Every time this nigga has fallen since I've known him, I was quick to run over there to bail him out. I'm not bailing that nigga out this time, bro.
nah, ain't nobody belling him out. He on
You
his
can't
own.
be doing you. The reason why you fucked up more than talking about God, bro, is that you wipe your shit paper in people's face, man. And as long as you're doing that, man, you're gonna always always have a revolving door. Your platform, man, was too great of a platform for you to have pulled the plug on your platform like that, bro. It's just sad, bro. Your platform was a great your platform could have went down in Black history like the Cosby Show, or like Good Times, or like fucking Soul Train, bro. That's where your show was on the merge to going. And you've just muddied up your whole show. You muddied up your whole show so bad to where you asked me to come over there, bro. And I've been trying to pick the right time to come over there. Maybe if somebody didn't come over there say something so cringe and so stupid, you know what I'm saying? Maybe after that vibe get out the air that I could come over there, but you won't never let the vibe out of the air, man. You know what I'm saying? I cannot walk into a filthy house, bro. I'm a clean man, and I don't want to
So,
walk in your filthy house and then
they
leave
call
your
him,
house with your filth on me.
so
You
they
got to
call him
keep
filthy.
that show up, man. That show was a great show, bro. I'm talking about a great show. You know, I thank you, man. You know, I always dreamed of being over there. I've been over there, but that dream, man, you've turned all of our dreams into a nightmare, brother. Even Polite's dream has turned into a freaking nightmare. Is that the best that you have to offer us? To turn our dreams into nightmares? I never, man, that's crazy, bro. And I'm not going in on you. I'm just telling you the truth, man. I haven't cussed you out. You know what I'm saying? I haven't went in on you, but the thing you just pulled this weekend, man, was just some dirty, slithery, very disrespectful. For you to sit up there and tell me to my face that you did not say that, and then go take down the video that you know you got when you said it. You know, basically, you would just lie to me right to my face, man, and get mad at me if I don't accept what I know to be a lie. That's crazy, man. You know, it's like you gonna gaslight me to my face, and if I don't submit to your gaslighting, you got an issue with it. Dog, I'm not submitting to your gaslighting. I'm not submitting to your bullshit. I'm not kissing your ass, blood. I'm not the one for that. I don't need you. I don't need your show. I speak like 3 fucking languages, and I learned every last one of them without fucking you. Dude, I got like damn near 2 degrees, dog. And I got these bitches without you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up in this bitch with a couple thousand in my pocket right now. And I got that shit without you. You know what I'm saying? I make hundreds daily. And I do this shit without you. I make movies. Dude, I'm a hip hop pioneer. You know what I'm saying? And I did all of these things without you, bro. I don't need you. So I'm not gonna kiss your ass. I'm a descendant of a legend, bro. My motherfucking uncle is one of the greatest fucking legends in black music, brother. I don't need you. You know, it was nothing for me to walk in my grandma's house and see Aretha Franklin sitting on a fucking couch, a fucking Daryl Coley, you know what I'm saying? Marvin Winans, you know, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, legends, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I could go. We talk about YouTube. We can go on my uncle's channel, and I could go over there right now. All of the legends would be over there, and all I got to do is say something, and all of the legends know exactly who I am, brother. I am doing acting. I got like 5 movies. Go watch Revenge. Go on Tubi and check out the movie Revenge. I'm in that. Go check out the movie Killing Your Enemy. I actually starred in that. You know, those are just 2 of them that I could think of off the top of my head. Dude, I do this shit so naturally that I can't even think of the movies that I've been in, that I've done so much shit out here. I don't care. You know, I'm entitled to it. The stuff just comes to me because of who I am, bro. So I don't really need to be kissing Sarnetta ass. Sarnetta, don't put me in a position to where you think that you're going to try to get me to kiss your ass, because you will be disappointed, bro. You know, your platform don't feed me, bro. Your platform don't even provide a positive light for me, bro. So what the fuck do I need to kiss your ass for, bro? I'm letting you know that I don't like what you did, man, with that damn debate shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Nigga, just sit up there and say, you know, I don't want you to debate Juden ass. You know, or I don't want you debating on my show. I'm man enough to take that, nigga. For real. You know? I mean, you guys make issues when you be dishonest. You know, you guys be dishonest and trickery, and I'm just supposed to sit there, yes, your highness. Man, fuck you, nigga. I'm not doing that, dude. If you think I'm that type of nigga, you got me all the way fucked up, blood. I will not kiss your ass, nigga. I don't need you for a motherfucking thing, nigga. If I never talk to you a motherfucking again, nigga, my life is set, buddy. Okay? Now, what I try to do is give my blessing to you. I never charge you a motherfucking dime. When you got unmonetized, you know, I go around, you know, encouraging people to donate. Man, dog, I'm not about to be sitting up there coming on your show and there's no motherfucking reciprocity for me. Okay? I don't get down like that, dude. I'm not going on your motherfucking show if there's no reciprocity. It's just all one way. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't work like that, blood. And I have to get on you because you have did so much and inspired so many people in black consciousness, man, and you're turning your back on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're turning your back on it. And it's I mean, just shut the show down, man. That's all you had to offer to us, bro. You ain't got nothing else to offer to us, and you gonna turn your back on the jewel that you offer to us, bro. Your channel had given a voice to many, many, many people, bro. Many people, great and small, man. You know what I'm saying? You had a formula going on over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your formula was so good, bro, to where it became a part of my life for the last maybe damn near 10 years, dude. I always watch and see what y'all guys got going on over there. But I'm here to tell you, man, within the last 2 years, I ain't been watching y'all like that, man. You know, you have distracted me, you know, from your program. And as a religious man, it ain't even about what you said about my creator. It's about your shit paper that you wipe in people's face, man. You have a real big problem showing your asshole to people, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I can't deal with you guys, man. You know, the religious beliefs between Judah Nash, you know, I can't fuck with Judah Nash. And when I said I can't fuck with Judah Nash, you was the same guy calling me, co-signing that, bro. And now you over there, you and this nigga both wiping y'all shit paper in people's face, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy, blood. It's crazy. And I'm not standing with that. And I'm not supportive of that, bro. So if you don't see me over there, if you don't see me in the chats, hey, adios, my nigga. You know, because I don't need you and I know you don't need me. So it shouldn't be no hard feelings. You know, niggas shouldn't make videos about each other. You go your way, I go mine, bro. I don't need you. You know, I don't need you worth a fuck. You know, your show would need me, a character like me, more than I need a character like you, brother. You do need some characters over there. The personage that you have over there today, man, is just all messed up. Your Israelites are not educated enough to be talking. They need to be doing more learning, almost all of them. Okay? Your Kemetic people are pseudo as hell. And more religious operative than scholarly. You know what I'm saying? These people are stuck in their belief systems. The science is changing over and over again, and they're not changing with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the realm of DNA. And they have not, and if DNA has changed towards the negative, they have not combated it. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, I just don't. Ain't nobody over there on your channel, man. I mean, you had your scholars like your Dana Manichis and Clyde Winners. Certainly, I'm not going to compare myself to those. Those people are validated. But all them people you got over there, almost none of them people validated, bro. Dude, I'm colder than anything that came up on your show, bro. Your Polite ain't fucking with me. Your Jabaris ain't fucking with. Ain't nobody on your show can fuck with me, bro. And this is the reason why I've proven it over and over again. You know, and this is the reason why you won't let me shine on your show, brother. I'm not coming on your show for you to try to layer a fucking cloud of doom and darkness over the fucking me. Nigga, I'm not playing that game like that, my brother. If you can't let my true light shine, you know, then I don't want to fuck with your show. I'd rather be over here where I could get my 50 views or my 100 or 200 or 500 views. You did? You know, I'm happy and I'm content here. My word does it shines over here. It radiates over here. In this dark fishbowl, it radiates. Over there in your big old world over there is nothing but a ploy to try to make me look dark, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm just not with that bullshit, bro. That's the reason. There's no incentive for me to go over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat me right. You want me over there, nigga. I don't give a fuck about your program. I never did. You know, when I wanted to be on your show, that was way before I ever met you, brother. By the time I had, long before I met you, I had got turned off with you and your goddamn show, brother. I ain't been turned on by your show in the last 4 5 years, brother. Tell you the honest to God truth, brother.
Yeah, only reason he went over there because I talked him into it.
You begged me to go over there, brother. And tell them about how you used to have me in the trunk to try to get me to go over there.
Yeah. Like, Yasha, you got some good information. You know, come on, bro. Nah, man, I ain't fucking around over there, bro. I don't like what I see. I'm like, bro, come on, man. We go over there, whoop these mother. Hey, I'm over there to whoop ass. I ain't over here to read comic books and drink Kool-Aid with these niggas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If this is spot where the people gather and we can reach people outside of this chat and this panel, then that's what we're here for. So, I kind of talked them into that kind of angle, and Black Jesus talked him into it as well.
Yeah,
But
I had two brothers that was on me, wanting my light to shine over there, and they and I pretty much just like, man, I'm not really fucking with them like that, bro. I don't want to be seen with them. These guys are some idiots, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be seen with them. But JJ and them, have over the years have they just talked me into it. I mean, after so long, I say, bump it. Let me go over there and give it a shot, because I do know that many of my people have become Israelites because of Sinetta. I've met people. I mean, how long you been an Israelite? What made you become an Israelite, man? Well, one day I was watching this debate over there on Sinetta. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to put in on that. And I thank you for allowing me to put in the 2 cents out of the millions of dollars that I have. You allowed me to put my 2 cents in, and I thank you for that. But at the same time, my brother, respectfully, I'm not running over to your platform like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your platform has got too much disease, dirt, and infestation. You got to disinfect that platform, blood. I just don't want to be. I mean, think about it. All of these, you went on this great rape campaign, and everybody on your goddamn channel has been accused of rape, including me. Yes, I've been accused of molestation and rape, and I beat the fucking cases and the charges because I never did it. You see? And being that I've had those histories like that, man, I don't want to be up on your motherfucking platform, you know what I'm saying, with niggas who did it, and I didn't. Nigga, I don't want to be up on that platform. I escaped that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? That the very child that they said that I molested stood in front of the police, the judge, the motherfucker, their mama, the doctors, and everybody, and told them that you all are coercing me to say that this man did something to me. This man is my daddy. I was that child's stepfather, and that child said that this is my father. My father would never do nothing like that to me. And just to sit up there to watch you niggas, this is why I hate pedophilia, and I hate people accusing people of shit that they not guilty of. You people playing with people fucking lives, man. And y'all run around doing this shit like this shit funny or something. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm not. I told you something the last time I talked to you about Solar Man that this shit is sad, man. And I don't want no parts of that, bro. It's disheartening, dog. We talk about the state of the conscious community, blood. Hey, I don't have to fuck with you. Dude, I've walked away from greater. You dig what I'm saying? I don't. And one thing that I am not going to do is bow down my motherfucking standards just so I can appear on your show for your fucking benefit. I don't benefit from going to fuck over there at all. I'm constantly arguing, constantly contending just to be fucking heard. You know what I'm saying? Don't get a chance to speak, and I gotta listen to you let apostle and all these dumb motherfuckers talk forever. But you know I'm gonna come with some concrete, so you try to censor me. Man, I ain't got time for all that whole ass shit, man. I'm a grown ass motherfucking man, bro. And I've just been waiting for the day for you to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't done it. You know what I'm saying? But you did disrespect me when you sat up there and told me to my motherfucking face some shit that you do. You sat up there and told me to my face a lie that you did not say 8 o'clock on Saturday. You did say 8 o'clock on Saturday, and you did say that you were concerned about 8 o'clock being a little late. But you did not retract the show. You let me leave that goddamn show, and then you start making changes without me. And then you even said that you was gonna call me, nigga. I could pull up I could pull up the receipt on my phone, me calling you 3 fucking times on the day when you said you was gonna call me. You was avoiding me then. You niggas was avoiding me then. Dude, if y'all niggas don't want me on your show, dog, I mean, really, you couldn't possibly be more motherfucking busy than me, dog. You ain't even got no motherfucking job, nigga. You couldn't possibly be more busy than me. And you want to sit up there and try to call me. Don't ever call my motherfucking phone Johnny on the spot, thinking that I'm going to debate somebody and all this old crazy ass shit. Don't ever do that, blood. You don't have that kind of control over me. Nigga, I'm busy and I got a full life and I have to make time for fucking you. You don't have no fucking room in my world like that, nigga. I got to make room for you. Basically, the way I see it, you tried to just blast your way into my motherfucking world. No, dude, I got to make room for you, nigga. You not a part of my motherfucking world like that. And I land my plane. Go ahead, Jay Jizzle.
Yeah. Like I said, we do things organically. So really the topic was supposed to be about the rap industry, but you know what? It's really about the things going on.
Because if the conscious community was strong, then they would have our people would have a place of refuge, JJ.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that's where we're headed, like I said, but organically speaking, some things have to be said. And so now that you're responsible for a lot of the stuff that's going on in our small community. There's things in the internet. There's other platforms way bigger.
This nigga that turned people against God, made people hate. He even had you over there talking that crazy shit. I mean, that's negative, bro.
He ain't had me talking nothing, but whatever I said was the thoughts expressed by me. And if niggas out here,
teaching over there talking that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe in the beginning, but he didn't have me doing nothing because I made the video on my platform before I even went over to his platform to talk about L. It's still talking about God. I still believe in there's a creator, but I just don't rock with the way it's going on in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just I'd rather lean towards more African spirituality. That's just what I'm just
as your homie, man. I'm just gonna let you know, man. It looked like some Judah Nash shit. Like you was over there trying to find a way to get next. You get up under this nigga's nuts, bro. That's the way it very much looked, bro.
No, what it looked like is Israelites. If you point something out in the goddamn Bible and you say it right there, and they just gonna overlook it, then that means I'm seeking truth. That's what that looked like. Niggas out here talking about we're gonna have slaves in the kingdom.
It don't look like that.
Women talking about God.
I don't went all down there through there with you with El and Yahweh. You never contended it. You didn't disagree with it. So I don't see how you didn't show me a problem you had with it or where it was wrong. So how could you have these issues continue?
Because when I brought out the information, that niggas started cursing me, talking about Yahweh gonna get me. So I was like, hey, wait, it is what it is. So
see, I've took the position 4, 5, 6, however long since I've known you. Yahweh is not what you call God, and I've always said that. That Elohim is not what you call God. But my whole point in saying all of that is this nigga, whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, I've seen this nigga turn people away from God.
Yeah.
Bro.
Hey, look, I done seen the nigga turn niggas against their own clique. You can't mention the Lions Den. If you part of the Lions Den and they hear them talking shit, niggas is just sitting there and letting them do it. Like, that's the brand you represent.
Now that's even worse. That's
The
even
nigga is
worse.
deceitful.
You turn. What did that Bible say? The Bible say, well, you niggas love God, but you hate your brothers that you see every day. I mean, I could deal with you dealing with a guy hating on a God that you don't know, that you can't see, that you can't prove. But you got black people that you see every day that are your same people, bruh.
But
And
yeah,
you
like I
sit
said,
here and say,
hold up, Josh. Let me say that I did that presentation. I brung that presentation to his platform. So how the hell he got any influence on what I'm looking at and what I'm reading in the Bible? I'm reading this. I'm reading, I'm reading other literature saying that when they was polytheistic, you know, uh, Yahweh wasn't the national God. They had other gods before him. So then everybody just want to get around that. But this is why I step back from debating, because when you try to bring out information, all it does is cause division because it goes against somebody's views and some people are so embedded into their belief that they can't
but
even say, you know
the
what, I was
reality,
wrong.
the reality is that everybody on this man's channel is subjective. Though very few, if any, I haven't seen nobody go on there arguing objective information, and that's what the issue is at. You got objective reality and subjective reality. When you argue anything subjective, there will be an issue. Let's say, for instance, if it's raining in our city, that's an objective reality. Everybody is getting wet. Everything in the city is getting wet. But let's say something like pain. You can sit up there and say you got a toothache. That is a subjective reality, because just because your pain, your tooth aching, don't mean everybody else's tooth is aching.
You like that?
You
I like
understand what I'm saying? So your reality is your reality. It's not the world's
I'm
reality, and
that.
you can't push your reality as the world's reality.
gonna say those cartoon clips are real, but later on.
Are
How
you?
you doing, Miss Jenny
You don't
Hayes?
want to put them all at once. You know what I mean?
No, you're posting this one today.
Okay.
This
How
one?
That could
you
be my
doing?
background.
You're posting this
Good day,
today.
Miss Jenny Hayes.
You know, I'll show you.
She can't
What's
even
wrong?
hear me.
Oh. Oh, damn, baby.
I'm speaking to the
Okay.
missus. Good day, Miss Jenny Hayes.
Hey,
Yeah,
how
but
are you?
All right.
I thought I had it on mute. She was we was
You did
taking
have it
pictures.
on mute. The
No,
whole
we
thing
taking
was
pictures.
muted.
I'm like, no, but you sharing that one. They're like, no, we just hit them with a good clip. We don't want to saturate it down. Because with too much black love, they start turning to black hate.
Oh
Why they
man.
always cut it up? Why they always smiling? That's the problem with the community right now. Y'all don't want to uplift each other. You want to tear each other down every goddamn day, and it's a shame. It's a shame that y'all live in each other's head rent free. Now we responding to this because we telling you about your goddamn self. Y'all could be doing more things productive with your platform. Queen Storm, you supposed to be talking about missing children. Napar, you supposed to be you a doula, and you talking about women's rights. Where's all that? Sarnetta, you talking about black consciousness. Where's the consciousness? Talking about black banks and healthcare and food programs and prison to school to prison pipeline. We ain't talking about none of that. Chris Harris, you don't even have anything to teach, so you're not even added to this because you had not set a stance. You haven't done that. All you do, and I ask you what you teach. I teach against the Bible. No, nobody want to hear that. Teach your existentialism. Teach your patriotism. But that don't get you views because you haven't built up a following for anybody to even follow you on that bull crap. You used to talk about your mommy and your daddy was your guy. Remember that? Huh? Then it was black intelligentsia. And we talking about black intelligence and all that. What happened to that? Now you're an atheist.
Chris built his channel off of a different type of energy than what he thinks.
Yeah, the
You know,
7,000 energy.
Chris thinks that that people follow him because they think he's just this intellectual, and that's not, man. The people that follow you like you as a person, brother. It's not that they think that you're this great smart motherfucker. They just has an affinity with you. That's why you can get on there and say all kind of bullshit, right or wrong, and they follow you because they like you. It ain't got nothing to do with your intellect. Understand that. This is you have been on your channel saying all kind of goofy, silly, stupid ass shit. And your flunkies run right with you because they like you. It's not because you're this academic. So you should quit trying to push that. Quit trying to push that. You know what I'm saying? You're not no kind of academic at fucking all. You know what I'm saying? And you, Garfield, all you niggas lying about your college academic scholarship.
Yeah, got caught lying about
I mean,
that.
y'all guys got to cut that shit out, bro.
Hold up. How the hell, Chris, you go in on Garfield for his fake academic thing, and then come to find out Black Jesus busted you out for your fake academic scholarships? Just because you have a piece of paper that the white man accredited you for on a certain topic doesn't mean that you are the know-all and tell-all of all topics. Congratulations to you, brother, if you're for real. More power to you for furthering your education. But
That
don't you
nigga
ever
trash.
think that
That
you get
nigga
on front
trash with
lines.
that nigga trash with history, and so
Yeah.
black people is history. So I mean, when you talk about black people, man, and your history game shot like that, man, that nigga history game is like pseudo as fuck, bro. And it probably comes from him running with these Israelite groups. You know, they teach you how to research in such a very pseudo-cystic ass way.
They said pseudo system. Hey, look, you know he come from out of the Judah Nazareth camp. The apples do not fall too far from the tree.
Yeah. I mean,
Remember
like I
that.
tell the guys, I mean, you bring guys, basically guys come into your camp. Him and Sonetta is turning niggas into straight atheists, man, and they have a record of it.
Yeah.
You
But
took his Jesus away from him. And then you act like an asshole in the name of God, which made him question both you and God. Because if this God that you talk about is so real, he should have struck your ass down a long time ago.
yep. Yep.
And that's
But
what makes people turn atheists. You talking about a fake God as if though it's a real God, and this real God people believe in, but you bring the power to this fake God or any God to no fucking effect. So therefore, people begin to question you and God, and they leave. You fuck Harris' life up, bro. You fucked that man life up. I was looking at that guy the other day. That man head so fucking fat. He looked like a fucking pig, man. That's because he stopped being Hebrew, started eating pork. The nigga look unhealthy.
I don't never see him turn his camera on, so I ain't seen him.
Yeah, I
But
seen him on the short. He got a short that he got with his face on it. I'm talking about that man's face look like a motherfucking, like a fucking Jersey hog.
well, he been a non-Israelite or non-Bible believer or non creator in. Well, for one minute, he was talking about he was Ma'at and Kemet. They believe in some kind of creator, but he has evolved into this atheist, and the only reason he did that is because the judge over there, psycho atheist, was an atheist. So he did it strategically for debates. Nigga's a joke. He
Yeah,
don't stand on that.
yeah,
They even got a video out now. You done put out. You supposed to be cool with Neo X. What you done put out? You was a main got person putting out that she slept with a brother.
yeah,
You know, nigga, you ain't loyal to anybody.
yeah.
Anybody.
You know, how do I look sitting on stage next to a motherfucker that's known for stabbing you in the back? I look like a fool. You know,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I'm up there looking like I'm not thinking that this nigga gonna try to stab me one day. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. You know,
Mm-hmm.
liars. I don't want to be up on the stage with known liars because he gonna lie on you one day.
Yeah.
I don't want my friends to be thieves because your ideas is gonna get stolen one day by him, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's what he do. How you gonna hang with a liar and don't expect to be consumed by his lies?
Yeah.
You silly if you think that.
Yeah. But
He gonna be a liar, but when he get around you, he just gonna turn into a saint all of a fucking sudden. That's what you think?
so hey guys, let's steer back to can you show that video? Just we want to just because we want to at least show y'all something what's going on in the
You want to
community.
go back
When
to
I say
that
the
other
community,
video?
we're not just talking about this conscious community that we involved in, because we got to get it back to consciousness. So when we say that there was a plan, there was a plot to take down the black medallions, to you know, talk up, to get rid of songs like self destruction. It was real. So, like I said, there's certain topics that we need to address and bring to the light to the younger generation for those watching in the future. So, because if you don't know where you've been, how you gonna know where you're going? How you gonna know why things is like it is now if we don't even know the history? Like I said, they taking out the books that slavery even existed. They talking about we were just migrant workers and shit. That's a damn lie, and they want to hide that. 200 years from now,
And do something
slavery never
do
existed.
something so do something like type something like shalom in my messenger. So your thing can pop up and then I can just punch you in because I'm having a
Yeah,
hard time pulling you up.
I got you. Hold up.
If you just type anything, you'll pop right up on the screen.
There you go.
There you go.
Video is right there.
Yeah. So now I gotta go back over here and share it. Hey, you go ahead and hold this
Or
down.
if it's a lot,
You go
I could play the
go ahead.
audio. Want to just play the audio so you ain't got to do all that?
I mean, I'm already here now, but
All
I'd
right,
rather
cool.
y'all play. You can play this because I got something I gotta do. I'm gonna be busy about 10 minutes, 10,
Yeah,
15
hey, we're
minutes.
going to play this. It's just 12-minute video. And then we're going to end the show. We've been on for an hour or some change. That's all we need. So because, attention span, the attention span ain't going to last no 3-4 hours.
Yeah, you see, I
Um,
did a video. I bit my own word last night, boy. I did a 4 hour damn video.
be like that because you be into it. All right. So you want me to play it, or you want me to just play the audio?
I'm gonna go ahead on and just share the screen. I'm already
Oh
back
yeah,
over
that'll
here.
work better.
Put it down.
No, I don't
Put
know.
it down.
Oh damn.
What happened?
No, I'm
Is
talking
it
to my
up?
queen. Yeah, it's up. You just gotta
I'm
share it
saying,
now.
okay, okay, cool.
So this is very important because it shows the paradigm shift and the change in from conscious rap connecting to your people to hating your people, to calling a woman a B and a H, to I'm gonna kill you because you wearing some clothes on. I'm gonna kill you because
But he telling you what he
what
saw.
block you live on. So this is it's just showing you the secret plan that they called in a bunch of
An
rappers to
insider.
tell them this direction.
He's an insider.
Yeah, just go to your messenger right there. See that video? Tap that, and then it should come up.
There you go. Go ahead. Go finish saying what you're saying. I'm just pulling it up.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. So there's a lot of things that we can tap on and talk about every day instead of what we're doing every day. leading the people astray. You know, because I don't know why they think that the audience that they have engaged in their discourse, their slandering, and you knew this, I knew this, you didn't know this, oh you was there when he did this. They're following. They're going to go to the person you're talking about to see their response. So you're keeping the people in a vicious cycle. So there's other things that we can talk about, and this is one of them.
You ready?
Yeah, play the video. You don't have it full screen. You just have your Facebook up.
That's full. It is on full screen.
You need to go to Messenger and open up the video, and then it should show. Go all the way over
Look,
to
man,
your
look.
right.
It is full screen. Look. See what happened? Now you see how it shrunk.
All right, go ahead.
Do you see how it shrunk?
No,
Yeah, it's already as
all
full
we
as it's gonna
see is
get.
all we see is your Facebook. We see your Facebook and your Messenger at the same time. You need to
You
go
see?
into the Messenger, open it.
I am in the Messenger. That's the only way I can play the video.
All right, go ahead.
So I don't know how. There's no way that you could take the what you call it off. That's why we should have just you should have sent it to the I should have had you in the yeah, you could. Oh, okay, you on the phone? That's what it is. Yeah, that's the only way I can get it big is you send it. If you was like sent it on the StreamYard, going into this Messenger, I have to go into Facebook.
Hold on. Let me send it to the StreamYard. Hold up.
Yeah, if you can send it to the StreamYard.
No, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I'm gonna tell you what you could do. I think you could take it. Can't you take it and put it in the chat? And could I open it up from the chat?
I can't share none of your chat unless I have a wrench.
I gave you
So
a wrench.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play the audio.
I never took that wrench from you.
I got a wrench in your chat. Let me see.
Yeah, I never took that. I don't know how to take them away.
I didn't know if you ever gave me one. I didn't know. Let's play the audio. Just put me and you back on the screen. Put me and you. Listening is art form. All you gotta do is listen, because all they're doing is talking to another. So we're gonna do that.
Let me see. Would that do it? What I had to do is stop sharing the screen.
Stop staring at the screen, go into your Messenger, open it up, and then you open up the video. The video, you go on your Messenger, and it should play. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear
Can
you.
you see it? Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna pay you for that. Hey, make you poor.
Okay, here. You have a problem? Let me play the audio. Then we'll end the show. It's a 12-minute. This is something to make y'all think of what's going on. Hold on, watch this. Here we go.
So, the secret meeting that changed rap music and destroyed a generation. Damn. So says hello.
Hold on.
Look at what we do to black.
Hold up.
It helps.
Hold up, y'all. This is a secret meeting that changed hip hop forever. Because I'm sure it was more than one meeting with different individuals. Hold up, man. I'm having to leave my mic open so you can't play it.
I'm just trying to find the song.
Okay. Hold up. Man, now I can't get to my messenger.
So there's a different meeting. So they have more. They have several meetings.
Why? You hear this right here. Here you go, y'all. All right.
The letter is the secret of the letter is the secret meeting that changed rap music and destroyed a generation. Damn. So it says, hello. After more than 20 years, I finally decided to tell the world what I witnessed in 1991.
This is Bone Thugs and Harmony, y'all.
Biggest turning points in popular music.
This Crazy Bone speaking.
And ultimately, American society. I have struggled.
This Crazy Bone speaking. This is Bone Thugs and Harmony. All right.
For a long time, weighing the pros and cons of making my story public.
Y'all don't know who Crazy Bone is? He the brother Lazy Bone, the light skinned one. Not the other light skinned dude that's real crazy. I forget his name. The one that but the other one. This is his brother. Like a darker brown complected brother. I wish you could show. I'll probably show y'all.
Not the one that's real crazy.
Yeah, not the one that's real crazy. Hold up. That's funny as hell.
Light skin crazy ass nigga.
Yeah, light skin crazier one. So this one. All right, so I can do that. Hold up.
As I was reluctant to implicate the individuals who were present that day. So I simply decided to leave out the names and all the details that may risk my personal well-being and that of those who were, like me, dragged into something they weren't ready for. Damn. Hold on, let me So we gonna tell the story. We gonna tell the story. We ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? They after us, I'm just playing. Look, black man. So look. So he says, between the late 80s and early 90s, I was what you may call a decision maker with one of the more established companies in the music industry. I came to Europe in the early 80s and quickly established myself in the business. The industry was different back then, since technology and media weren't accessible to people like that, like they are today. The industry had more control over the public.
You finish your therapy and go to settle your case. They offer $21,000. You say no. They offer $31,000. You say no. You file a lawsuit. They say we're not.
Over the public. And had the means to influence them any way it wanted. Right. This may explain why in early 1991, I was invited to attend a closed-door meeting with a small group of business insiders to discuss rap music's new direction. Rap music's new direction. Yeah. Little did I know we would be asked to participate in one of the most unethical and destructive business practices ever seen. Crazy. So this was the meeting. The meeting was held at a private residence on the outskirts of Los Angeles. I remember about 25 to 30 people were being there. Right. Most of them familiar faces. Speaking of those I knew, we joked about the theme of the meeting, as many of us did not care for rap and failed to see the purpose of being invited to a private meeting to discuss the future of hip-hop. Talk to them. Among the attendees was a small group of unfamiliar faces who stayed to themselves and made no attempt to socialize beyond their circle. Based on their behavior and formal appearances, they didn't seem to be from our industry. Our casual chatter was interrupted when we were asked to sign a confidentiality agreement preventing us from publicly discussing the information presented during the meeting. Needless to say, this intrigued, in some cases, disturbed many of us. The agreement was only a page long, but very clear on matters and consequences which stated that violating the terms will result in job termination immediately. We asked several people what this meeting was about and the reason for such secrecy, but could not find anyone who had the answers for us. A few people refused to sign and walked out. Nobody stopped them. I was tempted to follow, but curiosity got the best of me. That's right. A man who was part of the unfamiliar group collected all the agreements from us. So now it's going to get to the good part because the meeting about to start. Talk to him, Jay. It says, quickly after the meeting began, hold on one second. Get your popcorn, y'all. Popcorn, get your pistol. No, for real though. Quickly after this meeting began, one of the industry colleagues, who shall remain nameless like everybody else, thanked us for attending. He then gave the floor to a man who only introduced himself by first name and gave no other details about his personal background. I think he was the owner of the residence, but that was never confirmed. He briefly praised all of us for the success we had achieved in our industries and congratulated us for being selected as part of the small group of decision makers. At this point, I began to feel slightly uncomfortable in the strangeness of this gathering. The subject quickly changed as the speaker went on to tell us that the respective companies we represented had invested in a very profitable industry, which could become even more rewarding with our active involvement. Damn. He explained that the companies we worked for had invested millions into the building of privately owned prisons, and that our positions of influence in the music industry would actually impact the profitability of these investments. Then he says, I remember many of us in the group immediately looking at each other in awe and confusion. At the same time, I didn't know what a private prison was, but I wasn't the only one. Sure enough, someone asked what these prisons were and what any of this had to do with music. We were told that these prisons were built by privately owned companies who received funding from the government based on the number of inmates. Mm-hmm. The more inmates, the more the government would pay these prisons. Mm-hmm. It was also made clear to us that since these prisons are privately owned, as they become publicly traded, we'd be able to buy shares. Most of us were taken back by this. Again, a couple of people asked what this had to do with us. At this point, my industry colleague who had first opened the meeting took the floor again and answered our questions. He told us that since our employees had become silent investors in this prison business, it was now in their interest to make sure that these prisons remain filled. Our job would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior.
Look at that. See? They pulled these brothers into a secret meeting. And I'm sure they wasn't the only, he said there was others out there. You know, he didn't name no names. But this was back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And like I said, this is the private prisons, the people that's connected to the industry is connected to private prisons, and they get money from the government if they keep it full. So how do we keep it full? We plant seeds of destruction. We plant seeds of self-hate. We plant seeds of don't give them to caring about your family or your woman, your kids. We paint an image that, you know, this thug image. Listen to the music nowadays. There's nothing positive in the music. It's all the women. We got these women rappers that came to the forefront. You know, with the gateway of the Little Kims. You know that was what she was saying back then was like, wow. Now it's on a whole nother level. I'm a bad bee. That's it. And from, dividing family. I'm an independent woman. I don't need a nigga. I don't need a black man. I don't need a black king in the house. I don't need nobody the head of the family. To the attitude to where Mother's Day, Father's Day, they talk about they the goddamn father. Yeah, happy Father's Day to me.
Wow.
Not knowing that the system has already divided us with the welfare program. You can't have a black man. You got to choose one or the other. You're gonna either be in the house, but you ain't getting nothing from us, or you can get this from us. And he got to go.
Wow.
Let's keep going. Yeah, it's all the systems all tied together with this shit.
Would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior. Rap being the music of choice. He assured us that this would be a great situation for us because rap music was becoming an increasingly profitable market for our companies. And as employees, we'd also be able to buy stocks in these prisons. Immediately, silence came over the room. You could hear a pin drop. I remember looking around to make sure I wasn't dreaming and saw half of the people with dropped jaws. My daze was interrupted when someone shouted, "Is this a fucking joke?" At this point, things became chaotic. Right. Two of the men who were part of the unfamiliar group grabbed the man who shouted and attempted to remove him from the house. A few of us, myself included, tried to intervene. One of them pulled out a gun, and we all backed off. They separated us from the crowd, and all four of us was escorted outside. My industry colleague, who opened up the meeting earlier, hurried out to meet us and reminded us that we had signed an agreement and would suffer the consequences of speaking out about this publicly, or even those who attended the meeting. Okay. I asked him, why was he involved with something so corrupt? And he replied, it's bigger than the music business and nothing we can do. No, it's bigger than the music business and nothing we want to challenge without risking consequences. We all protested as we walked back into the house. I remember word for word the last thing he said. It's out of my hands now. Just remember you signed an agreement. He then closed the door behind him. The men rushed us to our car and actually waited until we drove off the property. Damn. So
This app will let you use your phone as a projector. Download now for free and enjoy.
the men rushed us to our car and actually waited until we drove off the property. Damn. So this meeting, bro.
And that's a lot for a meeting right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and this person later on, he said, you know, this person actually ended up leaving the music industry after this happened. Well, a few years after this, he ended up leaving the music industry. Okay. And he said he just over the years he just felt guilty because he said as he sat back and he watched these plans come to a reality
over 2 decades,
he sat back and was like, wow, they really pulled it off.
Yeah.
They really pulled this off. He was like, they were told not to sign any more political rappers, any more rappers that have messes in their
no positivity.
It was all to be.
No more Public Enemy. No more De La Souls. No more Tribe Called Quest. No more put up your black fist and hold up your medallion. Which is even before Bone Thugs and Harmony had this meeting, we already seen the paradigm shift in the music industry. We already seen gangster rap they pushing them more. Eazy-E and the NWAs and all the people from the West Coast who really pushed. Because even Tupac, when he first started out, Brenda Have a Baby, all that album right there, because he wasn't influenced by the paradigm shift yet. It still was an era where you could be black and proud to put out music like Self-Destruction. Let's keep going.
Gangster rap music that they promoted and put out.
So if you wonder where Brand Nubians went, where Poor Righteous Teachers went, where Public Enemy went, where KRS-One went, and all sorts of groups
Most
like that. Even Queen Latifah and Moni Love and those,
everybody.
It's a back door.
Yeah, anything that was harmless, fun rap, anything that had a message in it had to go.
Yeah, that's why if you even notice though, now
we talk about that all the time.
Even be brief with it, those charms that came out like maybe in 1988, 89, the African charms, those they lasted for about 2 years and they disappeared real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Now, after reading all this, it actually made me feel a few different ways. The first emotion I felt was shocked, because I was definitely taken back by this, just knowing the level of evil that's involved by even thinking of a plan like this. You know what I'm saying? The second emotion I felt was anger. Anger because it's not enough for them to exploit our culture and make all the money off of it. Because let's keep it real, the industry has never been favorable towards the artists. Never. But they're going to go beyond the artists to get the artists to influence and lure in the consumer, which they knew at the time were mainly minorities. In other words, keep promoting gangster rap so that the youngsters will be influenced by them, which in turn will incite them to want to act like them. And it's a very good chance they'll end up in their prison. So they're getting paid twice. They're getting paid from the artists they signing, and then they're getting paid from the people that these artists influence that goes to prison trying to be like these artists. So they making a killing. A killing. They're using the music business to promote their private prison business.
My man is right there talking that right. 1988, a man named Tom Beasley, man. That's the co-founder of the corrections for Corporation of America. That's a CCA. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French. I'm reading this thing right there real quick. It's a CCA. So in 1988, he founded that, and this is in straight concert with the same thing. So it's like the music business. You do what you do on your side. And over here with the correction facilities, we're going to do on this side and now in 1970, there was 500 prisons. You know what I'm saying? Only 500 prisons in the United States. To this day, there's 1,700 prisons right now. That means big business. I'm talking about that done flippled over. You know what I'm saying? If flippled over is a word. Because they're making a lot of money off of these things per inmate. You know what I'm saying? So getting with the
triple the amount of prisons now.
It all went hand in hand, and we just partying at the same time.
So us as the artists is the tool they use. The music is the bait. And the young consumers are the prey. It's a cold game.
Cold game, bro.
Cold game. Then I feel sad. Sad because everything we seem to try to create, we always seem to give it away. We're always being tricked and deceived into believing that they have our best interests at hand, when clearly they never have and they never will. They never will have our best interests at hand. It's blow after blow after blow after blow.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself,
that's deep. What you think about that, Yash?
Hey man, startling. It's a reality shit. I that's what I think about it. I think that's what it is.
I mean, to take these artists, if you're an artist, you should have freedom of expression. An artist is a painter or somebody, paint pictures or make music or do poetry. And you mean to tell me you're gonna harness their God-given gift and use it to promote your agenda?
Did you see Eminem? I think Eminem said that one day he went, I think, an audition for Puffy. He was disguised or something, and Puffy didn't know it was him, I guess. So he went in there and he went to audition or whatnot. And my man was like, he said Puffy told him, I don't care how good you rap or how good your music is, how much talent you got. What's important here is how good you S-his-D.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I heard, I seen that video as well.
Wow. And then go back to what you were saying about, your talent really don't mean nothing. It's their agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Let me play another video that you listen to. This is a 2-minute one right here. And look at this.
Celebrities before and after selling their soul. The weekend before. Now,
look. This is
celebrities before and after selling their soul. The weekend before. Now,
With the demonic.
Sam Smith is born.
Now look at him, y'all. I mean, come on. Are you
Wow.
serious?
That's what
They
the
doing
industry
rituals
is.
right in your goddamn face.
Look like they turned them gay.
That's part of it. It's either you're gonna do a human sacrifice, kill somebody in your family. You're gonna do
I cannot fulfill this.
children what they call it, pedophilia, or you're gonna do the reverse gender type shit. Those are your three options.
Drugs.
No, I'm talking about far their rituals and what they got to do to stay afloat.
But see, drugs gonna be a part of that.
Drugs gonna be a part of all three.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's gonna be
be
a part of all three. you ain't gonna escape the drugs.
yeah. But this is what I'm talking about. They had taken something that's pure, organic, and turned it into what they want to turn it to. Here go another 2-minute video, y'all.
Hey, I'm
Hold up.
saying you ain't gonna be prepared. You from the hood. The drugs y'all use in the hood, they ain't gonna compare to them Hollywood drugs, buddy. You seen Puffy was giving them people horse tranquilizer and all kinds of crazy shit, man.
All right. Let's check this 2-minute one out, guys.
If you look at today's hip-hop music landscape, you'll likely find guns, drugs, and money in almost every song and every video. No one thinks twice about these things until
A Los Angeles-based rapper has died following a stabbing at a music festival in Exposition Park.
what was once a platform for young people's voices is now an amplified channel for chaos. Hip-hop used to bring young people of all backgrounds together to party and have a good time. In the past decade, hip-hop has exploded into the mainstream arena, making its way into pop culture, fashion, and politics. Today, poverty-stricken neighborhoods are not profiting financially. There are only a few young people from these neighborhoods that are. The cars, the clothes, and the jewelry all present a narrative that hip-hop is about capital, selfish gain. What we do not hear enough about is the not-so-glamorous side of hip-hop. On the other side, rappers are battling drug offenses, parole violations, and murder cases. Young artists are being exploited for both their talents and the effects that their music will have on the minds of their listeners. In March of 2019, Nipsey Hussle, a Los Angeles rapper, was murdered in his own neighborhood. In 2018, 20-year-old rapper XXX Tentacion was killed in Florida, where he was from. Pop Smoke, a New York rapper, was killed at 20 years old during a home invasion. Later that year, in 2020, King Von, a Chicago rapper, was shot to death. Memphis rapper Young Dolph was killed in his hometown last month in November of 2021. And just last week, on December 8th, Los Angeles rapper Slim 400 was shot to death. Larger than a genre, hip-hop has been, and still is, an open manifesto of the brokenness and abandonment that still exists in urban communities all over the world. So what's next for hip-hop?
It's crazy, man. And what they do, they use these guys to promote their agenda. So they're making money three ways. Making money off of them, making money with the prison system, and then making money after they goddamn death. Triple ways of making money off. One person, one artist, whose intentions was when they signed and wanted to get in front of the camera, it was promote their message with their struggles, how to connect to their people, and now these devils get a hold of them and they change their whole message. They put them in a dress. they put them promoting other agendas, other stuff that they wasn't even intending to do when they first came into the game. And this is what we need to be talking about, Godfather and your minions. Why isn't this addressed? Why are we? Because there's going to be more rappers coming after these ones that they're watching. Go ahead, Yash.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. Yeah, I was over here kind of doing something. I didn't get the last part of
Okay,
what you were saying.
it's okay. Let me show one more 2-minute video. Then,
Hey, you can go
all
ahead. You can go ahead and just enjoy, do your thing, man.
right, hold up. I just want to kind of.
Black and got diabetes, then they've been lying to you this whole time. See, folks like us,
It's commercial.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
kids. Once upon a time, not long
Hey.
ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life, the beat girl and graffiti artist named Cindy Campbell who decided to
All right.
throw
Come
an
on,
end
man.
of summer party in order to
There
earn
you
extra
go.
money for school clothes. Her older brother, Clive, would play the music because people around the way knew him as DJ Cool Herc. Their event, which took place in the recreation room of their apartment building at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in the West Bronx, would come to be known widely as the birth of hip hop. The date was August 11th, 1973. Today, in the midst of Black Music Appreciation Month, we're going to talk about rap music and its impact on America. However, we'll focus on Black America specifically because for decades now, there's been an argument that hip hop has a negative effect on us.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs who disgrace our community, our women, who disgrace our culture, and who have absolutely nothing of redemptive value to offer except the legacy of violence and sexual assault and foul language.
Wow.
Has done more damage to Black and brown people than racism in the last 10 years. When you find the youngster, a Puerto Rican from the South Bronx or a Black kid from Harlem, who has succeeded in life other than being the 1/10 of 1% that make it in the music business, that's been a success in life, walking around with his pants around his ass.
They don't seem to see any connection between the kind of music which they sell for profit and the kinds of problems we have in American society.
But see, they not holding these people accountable. They not holding the people that run the music industry accountable.
Oh no, they're not doing that.
They can do all that rhetoric and talk all they want and try to point the finger at the artist when the artist don't have control of what he wants to put out. In the beginning, maybe that one hit song that catch their ear, but then they lead them into another direction. Then they lead them to putting on a dress, putting on makeup, and running around like Young Thug, running around like Chance the Rapper and all these other weirdos. Little Uzi Vert. This is what they do. So, I mean, all these people that's speaking against it. Why ain't y'all attacking the Wizard of Oz, the person behind the goddamn curtain?
Yeah.
Don't put it all on us, because if we wanted to, these artists would be putting out the music that they want to put out. And this is why a lot of them went independent. And this is why they killed Young Dolph, because he was independent, even though he wasn't really putting out nothing positive neither.
Yeah.
But these artists should be able to go independent and put out the music that they want, because that's the spirit that inspired them. That music they want to put out, not what y'all want to hear, and for your goddamn prison to music goddamn pipeline. Continue with the video, man.
Yeah.
Hold up. Here we go.
As you see today, if you're going to say that rap music or black culture in general is the cause of the disproportionate amount of gun violence seen in black communities, you're going to have to know, one, when rap music began, and two, when proximity crime in impoverished and segregated neighborhoods began. And it would help if you had an appreciation for black music too. With that in mind, let's get to when did rap music begin? Well, it's not as simple as I made it out to be earlier in this video. There's evidence of black people rapping before the 70s, but if you did quick math on the date I provided a minute ago, or if you watched the 65th Grammy Awards a few months ago, the Grammys up for black people, then you'll know that 2023 will mark hip-hop's unofficially official 50th birthday. See, early on, rap music was mostly about the DJ, like DJ Kool Herc, who I already mentioned, Grandmaster Flash, and Africa Bambaataa. They innovated how to use turntables and were instrumental in getting people together with block parties. Then there was the master of ceremony, the MC. They would be at parties on a stage with a mic, encouraging people to dance, giving shout outs, and making announcements. Rhyming evolved from that over time to what we now know as rapping. Real quick, before I continue, the term hip-hop was coined by one of hip-hop's early pioneers, an MC and a member of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Robert Keith Cowboy Wiggins in 1978. No relation, though. Speaking of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, in 1982, Sugar Hill Records produced The Message by Melly Mel and the late great Duke Booty. While the vast majority of rap music that came before this featured beat breaks from James Brown songs, reggae, and dancehall tracks, with some disco influence in order to keep the party going and have a good time, The Message was and is rhythm and poetry's reflection on inner city blues. Those
Okay. Hold up. Oh man. Hold up, y'all. Skip this ad.
Reflection on inner city blues. Those living for the city. Seems like it was the first song of its kind. More on this later. We have the answer to our first question, therefore let's get to the second one. When did what's known as black on black crime begin? That's a lot more difficult to figure out. Gun crime and violence in black communities was already a thing before Schoolie D, Ice-T, and NWA pretty much invented gangster rap in the mid to late 80s. It was also a problem before former President Ronald Reagan remixed the war on drugs. Actually, black on black crime was a problem before Richard Nixon declared drug abuse public enemy number one on June 17, 1971. We know this because gun crime and violence must have already been such a huge problem in Chicago that the term black on black crime was perhaps first put in print to describe what was going on in August 19th, 1970. Hey, if you're keeping score at home, then you already noticed that black on black crime, the violence, along with the term used to describe it, were already things before Cindy and Clive Campbell decided to even throw their back to school jam, which should mean rap music is not the cause of crime and violence in black communities. It isn't. We could end the story right there. However,
I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I don't know why I haven't. But the idea that rap music can somehow be the primary cause of crime and violence makes no sense to me. One, because when you say something is a cause of something else, there's a presumption of chronology. And what do I mean by that? You're basically stating that this existed before and independently of that. When you take that alone into account, the original claim doesn't make any sense. Because it's not like Atlanta was all sunshine and rainbows and then 21 Savage came out and said, I'm gonna wet your mama house and wet your grandma house and keep shooting. And then all of a sudden Atlanta started getting dangerous. Like that's not how things work. So let's say you didn't mean to say cause, but rather exacerbate. So rap and drug music makes these problems like violence and crime worse. That's your new claim. Okay, now you're starting to eat. I still got a rebuttal for you, though. Let's talk about what art means fundamentally. The general definition, but art is essentially, I'm going to use 4 E's here, the expression of environment, emotions, and experiences. So if you want artists to remove violence out of their expression, you have to remove the violence out of their environment, emotion, and you see how I'm getting here? Art is a mirror, and it's reflecting a violent city. People walk up to the mirror, see its reflection, and then some may walk away being more violent. You can turn the mirror to prevent that from happening and show something else. But what about the violence still happening over here? So should we just turn the mirror, or should we fix what it's actually reflecting?
tangent time now that we've reached the 1960s in my weird backwards timeline. There's this idea that black culture could also be blamed for the murder rate among black people. And it goes a little something like this. Liberal policies in the welfare state led to fathers abandoning their families, which in turn leads to babies being born out of wedlock, therefore more violence. And it's okay to admit that absent fatherhood became more of an issue after the 60s, whether or not it was an intentional or unintentional consequence of social programs. Because I'm glad people are admitting that poverty was a factor in absent fatherhood. That's a case then, and now. White women are currently the fastest growing demographic to have babies born out of wedlock.
The same
and although
video?
their rate isn't near that of Hispanic women or Black women, for that matter, based on its current rate trajectory, it will be in a few generations. What policy led to this? Are these white women or even Hispanic women influenced by Black culture? Or are the markers for absent fatherhood not race or culture, but poverty and a lack of resources, healthcare, and education, which are also features of poverty? Can't stress that enough. It's like the hook to this song of mine. I'm going to repeat it till it's catchy. Anyways, we've talked about this. Studies show that when you control for concentrated poverty in segregated neighborhoods, the disparities in violent crime between Black and white communities almost disappear. So blaming absent fatherhood, again, a symptom of poverty, for violent crime, which is also a symptom of poverty, is like somebody coughing because they have a cold and someone looking at them and saying, might be because of that runny nose of yours. You know what? In 2019, America's pre-pandemic murder rate was 5.0 per 100,000 people. It peaked somewhere in the late 70s, early 80s, depending on your source, yet was 5.0 in 1960. So the murder rate both increased and decreased while rap existed. I'm going to act like I didn't just say that. The comment section will too. Just to keep going and say, even with that, let's go back to my timeline and look at some case studies from around the country in order for me to prove my point. In 2012, a record low 231 California Black youth were locked up in state correctional facilities compared to over 2,000 in the mid-1990s and 800 in 1959. The first year numbers were kept. Quote, status crime policing of Black youth reflected in curfew, loitering, and other non-criminal stops also had fallen to record lows. Little solid evidence connects policies to reduce crime, except maybe for the correlation with increased college enrollment. Maybe. Going from 1959 to the 40s, there was a World War then, so I'll skip that. In New Orleans during the early 1920s, African Americans were 2/3 of homicide victims, 86% of whom died at the hands of other.
Ain't no way a Black man got neuropathy. But white doctors been pushing that lie on us for years. Luckily, our brothers, Black scientists down in Alabama, finally uncovered what's really going on. So if you're Black and think you got neuropathy, you need to hear this. We Black folks, we've always had a little something extra in our genes. Stronger in sports, healthier in body, sharper in mind. So when it comes to something like neuropathy, it ain't no different. See, we got a whole gene passed down from
who died at the hands of other African Americans. Yet prosecutors secured convictions in only 6% of African American intraracial homicide cases per the study, Less Crime, More Punishment, Violence, Race, and Criminal Justice in early 20th century America. From the 1920s to the 10s, there was a World War that decade too, so we'll skip that. Even so, what soundtrack were white supremacists listening to during the Red Summer of 1919? Moving on, and racial integrity and other features of the Negro problem, A.H. Shannon said, quote, while conditions in Denver bear a strong resemblance.
Yo. What happened?
Because he acted in self-defense. So that we had 4% of the population committing 50% and involved in 60%.
Yeah, fell off. Yash, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You ain't never went nowhere to the show stopped though.
Oh, show stop? It stopped?
No, I'm talking about your what you had stopped, but you never went nowhere. The show never stopped.
I can't see me. Hold up.
Yeah, you never fell off. You still on there. It just something happened with your phone and that stopped.
No, the phone's still playing. I just wasn't holding the video up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got tired. Hold on.
So
y'all still can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Yes, I just still can hear me. Well, this video almost over, then we're gonna end the show. But it's got 4 more minutes.
60% of all killings during this period. 10 Negroes and 11 whites were involved. Violence among Black people and in Black communities was a problem at the turn of the 20th century, well before rap, well before what was perceived to be contemporary Black culture, well before the welfare state, well before absent fatherhood. The only thing that remains constant from now.
Wow. Get that information up. That was some good info. You see it stop? The video stopped.
That's crazy. Yeah. All right. Oh, there he's telling me. Yasha, go ahead and end the show.
All right. Well, there it
I
is.
can't see it. Yeah.
It was some good information that the video had cut off right at the. But send us the name of that link, and well, others can go and watch it, the full video.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh,
send
yeah.
the name of just say the name of it.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
it was the one I just played, or you got
Yeah.
it was three of them.
The last
It's rap.
one, the very last one.
think he may have to be vigilant.